We all think Heath Ledger's performance in Dark Knight made this movie a masterpiece. At least I did in the beginning. But we are all wrong. Heath's performance is amazing. We praise the voice. We praise the erratic mannerisms. We buy into his claim that he's just a dog chasing cars, an agent of pure, unadulterated chaos. But look past the makeup. The Joker isn't chaos at all. He is hyper-competent order. He smuggles a bomb inside a man's abdomen. He rigs 2 ferries with hundreds of explosives. He times complex bank heists to the microsecond. He is not a madman. He is an anti-structural narrative wrecking ball, engineered specifically to demolish Gotham's load-bearing pillars. And here is the terrifying reality. Batman doesn't win this movie. The Joker actually succeeds.
And the Oscar goes to Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight.
Heath Ledger got an Academy Award. It was entirely deserved. We became obsessed with the lip-licking. We memorized the voice. We bought into the theatrical madness. But this cultural obsession created a massive blind spot. We mistook a brilliant performance for the machinery of the script. Ledger's acting is just the paint on the walls. It hides the load-bearing architecture underneath. Christopher and Jonathan Nolan did not write a villain. Villains have character arcs. Villains have relatable motivations. They want money. They want revenge. They want to rule the city. The Joker wants none of these things. Jonathan Nolan spent 2 months researching this exact concept. He stopped looking at the Joker as a human being. He started looking at him like the shark in Jaws. He is an apex predator, tearing through the narrative. A shark doesn't have a psychological origin story. It just swims forward and consumes. The script denies us any objective truth about his past. His backstory changes depending on who he wants to manipulate. He twists his own history to fit his agenda. This strips away every standard screenwriting trope. It leaves behind something much more dangerous. A pure mechanism. A catalyst designed to locate and strike structural vulnerabilities. So, if the Joker isn't actually a character, if he has no arc and no endgame, what exactly is his narrative function? Before you break a structure, you have to understand how it is built. Batman rests on a rigid foundation. He has one absolute rule. He does not kill. We view this as moral high ground. The script views it as a catastrophic vulnerability. Batman is just an illegal stopgap. He knows he cannot save Gotham forever. The city requires a permanent, legal structure. It requires Harvey Dent. Dent is the load-bearing pillar of institutional hope. If Dent falls, the city collapses. The Joker understands this architecture perfectly. He knows he cannot beat Batman in a fistfight, so he renders physical strength completely useless. Look at the opening bank heist. He systematically eliminates his own crew. He proves he has no loyalty and no desire for wealth. He introduces himself as an unpredictable variable. Then he walks into the mob meeting. He shifts the conflict immediately. This is no longer a war on organized crime. It is a war on the concept of rules itself. He builds a structural engine of escalation. He forces impossible choices onto the characters. High-stakes trolley problems. He orchestrates the ultimate spatial geography paradox. He gives Batman 2 addresses. Rachel is at one, Dent is at the other. But the Joker lies. He swaps the locations. Batman uses his agency to choose Rachel. The script turns his own choice into a fatal trap. Batman breaks down the door and finds Dent. Rachel dies. The Joker proves that gadgets and intimidation solve nothing. Physical dominance is irrelevant against a philosophical attack. So what happens when the immovable object finally corners the unstoppable force in a locked room? The interrogation scene is the ultimate load-bearing moment. It is the structural center of the entire film. Batman locks the door. He slams the Joker's head into the glass. He punches his hands. He throws him across the room. Batman applies maximum physical force. He uses the exact intimidation tactics that break mob bosses. And the Joker just laughs. He absorbs the violence. He asks for more. This is the exact moment the script proves its thesis. Batman's physical dominance is completely useless. His strength actually works against him because he has rules. The Joker has none. The Joker doesn't just withstand the beating, he uses it to reveal the paradox. Rachel or Harvey, he forces Batman to realize that his rigid code makes him predictable. Batman's foundation is exposed as a vulnerability. He has to compromise his own morals just to get an answer. But the physical attack fails anyway. The Joker gives up the locations because he knows the trap is already set. The immovable object lost the exchange. So now, the wrecking ball swings toward the city's actual foundation. The Joker walks into a hospital room. He targets the institutional pillar directly. He sits next to a burned, grieving Harvey Dent. And he twists that trauma to break him. He delivers his famous monologue. He claims to be a dog chasing cars, a guy without a plan. Christopher Nolan points out the terrifying irony here. The speech is a calculated lie. It is pure psychological manipulation. The Joker's plans are incredibly complex. They are timed to the microsecond. But Dent buys the lie. He embraces the anarchy. He lets a coin flip decide life and death. The White Knight falls. This is the catastrophic failure of Gotham's blueprint. The Joker destroyed Batman's ultimate goal without throwing a single punch. Then comes the macro stress test. The ferry dilemma. Two boats rigged with explosives. Each holds the detonator to the other. The Joker forces citizens and convicts into a brutal utilitarian calculus. Kill the convicts to save yourselves, or do nothing and everyone dies. He corners the entire city. He wants to prove their foundational morality is hollow. Surprisingly, the citizens pass the test. The societal foundation holds. But it is a distraction. The true climax happens in the ruins of a burned building. Two-Face holds a gun to a child's head. Commissioner Gordon's innocent son. Batman is forced into a corner. His gadgets cannot save the boy. His intimidation means nothing to a man who leaves everything to chance. Batman has to act. He tackles Dent off the ledge. Dent dies. Batman breaks his absolute rule. The Joker is caught. He is hanging upside down from a wire, laughing. So how exactly did he win? Batman caught the Joker. He stopped the immediate physical threat. But the Joker achieved his primary objective. He corrupted Harvey Dent. He proved his thesis that madness is just like gravity. All it takes is a little push. Batman looks at Dent's body. He realizes the terrifying truth. If the city finds out what Dent did, the Joker wins. Gotham's hope will shatter completely. The institutional pillar is broken. So Batman has to undevelop as a hero. He has to regress. He takes the blame for Dent's murders. He transforms from a shadowy savior into a hunted villain. He destroys his own symbol to artificially prop up the city. The script resolves its tension through a deliberate, necessary lie. Batman wins the fistfight, but he loses the ideological war. This is why The Dark Knight remains the gold standard. It is not a simple story of good versus evil. It is a perfectly engineered collision, an immovable foundation crashing into an unstoppable structural force.